our coins. Let's make some noise.
You cover me, my defender, when you're rolling up your sleeve. You're the truth that's gonna set the captive free. The only king that's ever chose to bleed. It's what I believe.
And they keep trying to make your glory fade, but I ain't really sweating what they say. Ain't no doubt about you. Everywhere that I go, you keep showing up, Lord. You make me wanna shout it. Oh, you're the goodness in my life, and I'ma tell you my truth. They may come, they may go. You keep showing up, so do. Ain't no doubt about it. You are the goodness in my life. Through the good and the bad and the ugly, I can still see the sun shine above me. Lord, I love all the ways that you love me. You're the good, you're the good, you're the goodness.
Through the good and the bad and the ugly, I can still feel the sunshine above me. Lord, I love all the ways that you love me. You're the good, you're the good, you're the good. You're the good, you're the good, you're the good, you're the good, you're the goodness. You're the good, you're the good, you're the good, you're the good, you're the goodness. Ain't no doubt about you. Everywhere that I go, you keep showing up, Lord. You make me wanna shout it. Oh, you're the goodness in my life, and I'ma tell you my truth. They may come, they may go. You keep showing up, so do. Ain't no doubt about it. You are the goodness in my life. You're the good, 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 you're the
When I'm overwhelmed within from the weight of all my sin, I need a friend to call my own. I need a house to call my home. When I'm broken down inside and there's nowhere else to hide, I need a place where I feel known. Can someone help me? Then I hear you reply, bringing teardrops to my eyes, saying I'm not alone. Oh Lord, I need you now more than ever. Would you put my heart back together? I searched the world till my head hurt just to find out your ways better. Oh, oh, your ways better. Oh, oh, your ways better. Oh Lord, your ways better. Jesus, your ways better. Lord, I am so thankful for the ways that you bless me. Everything you say, making waves like a jet ski. You love every part of me, even when I was messy. Now I see the art in your beauty, so I can finally sing out. Jehovah Jireh, provider. Your way always gets me higher. Even on my darkest days, you're a lighter, my Messiah. Oh Lord, I need you now more than ever. Would you put my heart back together? I searched the world till my head hurt just to find out your ways better. Oh, oh, your ways better. Oh, oh, your ways better. Oh, Lord, your ways better. Jesus, Lord, I need you now more than ever. Would you put my heart back together? I searched the world till my head hurt just to find out your ways better. Oh, oh.
Well, good morning, church. It's good to be here with you this morning. Today we get to kick off a new sermon series, and we had a great Baptism Sunday last week, and so today, this has nothing to do with that. I just wanted to celebrate that. But today we're going to kick off our gathering with a responsive reading. So if you are in the room or at home and you are able, would you stand? I will read the top part that's white, and you guys get to have the fun, colorful words. And then after that, we'll just get into singing together. So make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Know that the Lord, He is God. It is He who made us, and we are His. Enter His gates with thanksgiving and His courts with praise. For the Lord is good, His steadfast love endures forever. Let's sing. The God who was, we worship the God who is, we worship the God who evermore will be. He opened the prison doors, He parted the raging seas. My God, He holds the victory. Yeah. There's joy in the house of the Lord, there's joy in the house of the Lord today, and we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place, and we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. Oh, oh, oh. We shout out your praise. Oh, oh, oh. We sing to the God who heals. We sing to the God who saves. We sing to the God who always makes a way. 'Cause He hung upon that cross, then He rose up from that grave. My God, still rolling stones away. Yeah, there's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today, and we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place, and we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. Oh, oh, oh. We shout out your praise. Oh, oh, oh. 'Cause we were the beggars, now we're royalty. And we were the prisoners, now we're running free. And we are forgiven, accepted, redeemed by His grace. Let the house of the Lord sing praise. Come on, sing it out. 'Cause we were the beggars, and now we're royalty. And we were the prisoners, now we're running free. And we are forgiven, accepted, redeemed by His grace. Let the house of the Lord sing praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today, and we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place, and we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today, and we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place, and we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. Oh, oh, oh. 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 praise and treasures that fade are never enough. Then you came along and you put me back together. Now every desire is now satisfied here in your love. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you. There's nothing, and nothing is better than you. Afraid to show you my weakness, my failures and flaws. Lord, you've seen them all, and you still call me friend. 'Cause the God of a mountain is the God of a valley. There's not a place your mercy and grace won't find me again. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you. There's nothing, and nothing is better than you. There's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you. There's nothing, and nothing is better than you. You turn mourning to dancing. You give beauty for ashes. You turn shame into glory. You're the only one who can. You turn mourning to dancing. You give beauty for ashes. You turn shame into glory. You're the only one who can. You turn graves into gardens. You turn bones into armies. You turn seas into highways. You're the only one who can. You're the only one who can. You're the only one who can. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you. There's nothing, and nothing is better than you. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you. There's nothing, and nothing is better than you. song we could ever sing, worthy of all the praise we could ever bring, worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Oh, we live for you. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder and show me who you are, and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Oh, we live for you. Sing holy, holy. There is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder and show me who you are, and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. Build our lives on you. You're the name above all names, Jesus. Build our lives on you. And I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be shaken. I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone, and trust in you alone, and I will not be shaken.
It feels good to lift our voices and just praise Him with you all this morning. And so there's a couple things I just want to connect with you about. And so we have an upcoming National Night of Prayer that we get to partner with River Hills. And so it's going to be a really fun evening on Thursday at 6 o'clock. We will meet at the, what does it say? Main City Park Pavilion. Everybody know where Main City Park is? Raise your hand if you know. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, well, this half of the room knows. What about you guys? Do you know where Main City Park Pavilion is? Okay, there we go. You're just more excited, so we'll see you there for sure. Just kidding. Maybe it can be a competition. We'll find out next Sunday. But just meet us. We get to do a National Day of Prayer where we get to just pray over our city with River Hills Church. And so join us Thursday at 6 p.m. And then if you are new with us or you've been visiting us for a while and you haven't connected with us, there is 3 ways that you get to take a next step with us. And so one of those is we have a prayer. We have a prayer and story card. And so the story card is just an opportunity for you to share your story with us. And so we can celebrate the things that God is doing in your lives. And then we have a prayer card. And so if you fill that out, you can either have a prayer or a praise. And we just have a team of people to be praying over you and whatever's going on in your life. And so if there is a prayer request, I encourage you to fill that out. That card can be filled out and put in the boxes in the back in the foyer. And then we have, if you've come ready to give today, we have envelopes. You can find all these in the backs of your chairs. If you're online, you can go to our website and find these items as well. But if you've come ready to give, there's the QR code or the envelope in the back of the chair. Lastly is our Connect card. And so if you haven't had an opportunity, please fill that out. We want to connect with you. We want to know that you are here. And then you can take it to the next step table and see Pastor Craig in the foyer. If you haven't taken a next step, whether that's baptism, grow group, serving with us, on the back side of these, this is how you get to take a next step with us. And once again, you can fill that out. You can either put it in the boxes in the foyer, or you can hand it to Pastor Craig at the next step table. Check out this video.
Well, hey, hello in the room and online. So glad you are with us to kick off this new series today. I have been talking about family for most of my ministry years, and I love talking about family, and so we get to do that together for the next 8 weeks. Family is one of the institutions that God created to reveal who He is and what He is like. No matter what our family experience has been, God can use it to accomplish His purpose. Everyone in the room is imprinted with both the positive and negative experiences of our family. And God can and will make something useful and beautiful out of those imprints if we will allow it. The generations of family before you and those that will follow impact the lives of everyone in the present today. And so this 8-week series that we're going to go on is not just for young adults with kids still at home, though it is very much for you. It is about the reality that we are all a part of a family with the same imperfections of the very real and imperfect families in the Bible. Did you know that all the families in the Bible aren't perfect? Yep. Yeah. Okay. Do you know how many families in the Bible are perfect? None. So we're all in good company, all right? Yeah. And we're going to see how God uses family despite the imperfections, and even how healing can take place when damage has been done. Now, before we begin, Some of you, I'm going to put out a challenge. Some of you here today have people in your lives that very much want to talk about family with you. Likely because they see something in you and they know there's something different in you and they want to talk about their family with someone who's a Jesus follower. And they're not ready to follow you to church. But they'll likely come to your table or sit around your front room or join you in a coffee shop for a Jesus discussion about family. And if you've got some of those people in your life, I would love for you to see me at the Next Steps table today, because we have some workbooks that go along with this next 8-week series. And I'd love for you over the next 8 weeks to sit with those 2 or 3 or 4 people at a place that's comfortable for them and let them see God work in beautiful ways in very imperfect families. So there's the challenge. If you're ready for it, I'll be out there. I've got workbooks for you to use. Now, I do groups a lot. That's mostly what I am in charge of here at Mountain View. And when we start a new group and we're getting people to know each other, we do things called icebreakers. You ever done icebreakers? Icebreakers can be a lot of fun. And so we're gonna try it. We're gonna get started and see if we can do an icebreaker here. Now, I'm gonna say something. You respond to me, and if you don't respond, I'll just go grab a microphone and come down, and we'll do it in person. Okay? So your choice. Here we go. What's your favorite ice cream? Very good, very good. Your favorite pastime? Oh, very good. Yep. Your favorite time of year? All right. Favorite place to visit? Man, you guys are doing really good. That's great. Excellent. Your favorite music? Country, I love. I wish Tom was here. That's so awesome. Your favorite holiday? Christmas. Wow. All right. Who's your favorite family member? Bob, you don't have to suck up to me, man. Who's your favorite child? Don't answer that. I saw the elbows flying out there. There's something, it is okay to have a favorite aunt, uncle, cousin. It's okay to have a favorite grandparent. But there is something that happens broken when we go backwards the other direction. And I think it's built in. And I think it's right. And today, the family we're going to look at struggles with this thing. God builds today's chosen family from an imperfect family tree that has a root of favoritism. It starts with a set of twins. Their names are Jacob and Esau. And Jacob and Esau are played favorites by their parents. Esau's dad favors him. Jacob's mom favors him. The brother we follow today is Jacob, the favorite of mom. Well, Jacob ends up taking the favorite's behavior with him. Well, now, we'll give him a little bit of a break, because Jacob has favorite wives. Now, to Jacob's credit, he ended up married to the lady that he didn't want to be married to. It's a whole weird thing. If you've not ever read it, it's a customs thing. But he goes to work for 7 years to get a sister. And on the wedding day, there's a veil, and then it's dark, and he wakes up the next morning, and it's not Rachel, it's Leah. I can't. So rather than licking his wounds, he hangs out and says, I'll work for another 7 years if I can have them both. Wow. And his favorite is the younger one, Rachel. And it's very known. So imagine, ladies, being married to the same guy as you with your sister. But then imagine there being favorites. in the midst of that. And it doesn't stop there. The children begin to come along. And Jacob then has favorite children. Rachel isn't able to have kids. So her sister has lots of kids, and even their maid wives sleep with Jacob, which is... There's so much here that we just need to keep moving. There are 10 other, at least boys, that doesn't name all the girls, that are had by the 3 other women in Jacob's household. But it's still known that he loves the boys of Rachel most and plays favorite to one of them in particular. And you guys know his name. His name is Joseph. And he loves Joseph very much. He openly loves Joseph very much. And there is a contention that builds between Joseph and his 10 other brothers by the other ladies. And not only is it just in how Dad views Joseph and the things that Dad does for Joseph and the behavior, Joseph is gifted with something. He's gifted with dreams. Now we all dream. Some of us remember our dreams. Some of us don't. Who are dream memory people? You wake up and you remember the dreams you had all night long. All right. Who are non-memory dream people? You don't. Oh, thank you. I know I dream. Ask me what I dreamt last night. I don't know. On a rare occasion, I can tell them. But boy, I tell you what, they're weird. And they don't mean anything. But Joseph had dreams and they meant things. And he was very willing to be vocal about his dreams and what they meant. And so not only is he favored by Dad, but then he takes this out on a walk and he goes to his brothers and says, "Hey boys, guess what? I had a dream last night and I'm on a throne and guess what? You bow down to me." And then he ends up with this extravagant coat. Now, that's already started, and he just doesn't put on the coat. Now, this is all extrapolation. This is just knowing family. But you tell me, Joseph didn't just put on the coat and just wear it around quietly, really, did he? Let's be real. Joseph puts the coat on and he takes it out immediately and parades it in front of the boys. "Hey, look what Dad gave me, boys. I got a coat, a special coat. None of you else has a coat like I have. I'm pretty awesome. Dad loves me more than you." Isn't family great? Well, the 10 brothers go and they leave town and they're gone for a while. And Jacob, clueless to his surroundings, I think, sends Joseph off to check up on his brothers. And here comes the snot-nosed brother with his coat on. "Hey, boys, God sent me to check up on you. Y'all doing all right? As good as I am?" And they're like, "Oh, guys, Dad's not here. This is our moment. We can deal with a snot-nosed brother." So they throw him in a dry well in a hole. Now, I'm telling you this story because this is about 15, 16 chapters of the book of Genesis, and I don't think you wanted me to read 16 chapters in Genesis today. And so Joseph hears a conversation from his brothers. And the conversation starts with, "Guys, let's kill him." Whoa. Ends up with, "Guys, here's a caravan of foreigners. Let's sell him." And so they pull him out of the hole. They rip the coat off of him. They sell him to the traders. And the last thing Joseph sees is his brothers with his coat in their hands. And the last thing he had heard from them is, "We don't need him anymore. Let's get rid of him. Let's sell him." Are you connecting with me and the family tension here. He ends up in Egypt. He's sold to a guy by the name of Potiphar, who's the captain of Pharaoh's guard. And in Egypt, Joseph experiences hardship. He's enslaved as a housekeeper. Egypt is a warm place. The windows are open. There's no glass. It's just open windows. And the breeze blows, as does the dust and everything else that comes in with it. So Joseph spent his days dusting and mopping and cleaning dishes as a slave, having left being cared for and favored by Dad. Then Potiphar's wife accuses him of something that he didn't do, and he gets thrown in prison. And so he just goes from slave, now he goes to prisoner. And he's prisoner in Egypt, far away. There is no one who is going to come and speak for Joseph. He is trapped alone with no end in sight. However, God is with him. And God continues to use dreams in Joseph's life. And Joseph has some dreams. And he dreams on behalf of some prisoners that one's going to get freed, one's going to get killed. And by golly, one gets freed and one gets killed. Pharaoh has some dreams. And he can't, none of his folks can interpret the dreams. And one of them's like, hey, I know this guy in prison. And he interpreted some dreams. Let's see. So he comes up, and Pharaoh tells the dreams, and Joseph says, well, here they are. It's a strange dream. It's got 7 fat cows and 7 skinny cows, and the skinny cows eat the fat cows and stay skinny. It's like, what is that sickness? And Joseph's able to tell him, well, there is going to be 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine. And Potiphar's like, Pharaoh's like, wow. And by interpreting some dreams, Joseph moves from the prison cell to the hallways of the palace. He's put in charge of the 7 years of goodness, and he helps to put grain away so that when the 7 years of famine come, there will be plenty of food for the nation in the 7 years of famine. Amazing that God is there with him throughout this process. The famine not only affects Egypt, but it affects the nations around it, all the way up to a little place called Canaan. Anybody idea where Joseph comes from? Canaan. So shortage of food in Canaan forces Jacob, Joseph's dad, to send his sons to buy grain from the Egyptians. Benjamin stays home. So here Joseph is sitting on the chair, the money's being exchanged, the grain's coming, and in walks 10 boys, and he goes, whoa, I know them. Now he knows them, they don't know Joseph, because Egyptians don't dress like Canaanites. And so Joseph is in his Egyptian garb, he has his Egyptian cool haircut, bald's cool, He's got a long beard that's all braided up, and they have no idea who this guy is. They're just coming, we just need our grain. And he conceals his identity to them. And then he does some things behind their back and accuses them of being spies and asks, so is this all the boys? Is there another one? Is there another brother? And they go, well, yeah, there's one. There's a younger one. So, okay. He said, well, tell you what. Don't come back without him. Because he knows this is we're like a year and a half into the famine. There's 7 years. So we got 5.5 years to go, 6 years to go. They'll be back. He's like, don't come back without him. Whew. So they leave. Several months go by, and guess what? We need more grain. And the brothers are like, Dad, we can't go back without Benjamin, or we all get put in prison. You won't get any of us. He's like, okay. And they show up, and Joseph sees his brother Benjamin for the first time. And he gives him their grain, but he puts a silver cup in Benjamin's bag. And then he's headed off back home. He sends the guard after him, and they say, hey, you've stolen from Egypt. No, we haven't. Looked through our sacks and see. Out pops the silver cup in Benjamin's. And so they come back, and Judah stands up for Benjamin. And that's where we're going to take the story from today. Genesis chapter 45. We just blew through about 10 chapters in Genesis. So here we go. Joseph could not control himself before all those who stood by him, and he cried. And he yelled, make everyone leave me. So no one stayed with him when Joseph revealed himself to his brothers. And he wept aloud so that the Egyptians heard it, and the household of Pharaoh heard it. Man, this is like that gut-wrenching crying. And Joseph said to his brothers, hey, it's me, it's Joseph. Is my father still alive? But his brothers could not answer him, for they were dumbfounded. Like, oh no. We left him for slave, and now he's sitting on the chair. Oh dear. What are we going to do? So Joseph said to his brothers, hey, come here, come near to me, please. And they came up near to him on his throne, and he said, guys, I'm your brother, Joseph, whom you sold into Egypt. Whoa. So now don't be distressed. What were they showing? Distress. A little bit. Do not be distressed or angry with yourselves because you sold me here, for God sent me before you to preserve life. For the famine has been in the land now for 2 years, and there are yet 5 years which there will be neither upplowing nor harvest. And God sent me before you to preserve for you a remnant on earth and to keep alive for you many survivors. Whew, what a reunion. Joseph's had now months since their first interaction to contemplate what this reunion was going to look like. Years ago, up in Canaan, in the pit, the brothers held all the cards, literally held all the cards. Now here we are years later, and Joseph holds all the cards. Are you picturing the situation? What would you do? Don't answer that. But maybe you've been in some situation like this. There's been brokenness, there's been hurt, there's been fallout. And there is the opportunity for a reunion. What are you going to do? Guys, Joseph's been through a lot. The last thing he heard from his brothers was, well, we won't kill him, let's just sell him. He's gone into slavery, he's gone into prison, he's been left alone and abandoned. And there they are, right in front of me. And I have the power to throw them in prison. What am I going to do? I know Joseph's been playing the reunion scenario in his head. Do they pay for what they've done? How do they pay for what they've done? What is sufficient payment for what they've done to me? Man, do I shove them off or do I shake their hand? Man, do I shake their hand or do I give them a hug? Do I keep my mouth shut or do I say, I told you so? Was this going to be retribution or reconciliation? Somewhere between the dungeons of prison and the gold-lined hallways and rooms of the palace, all the dreams began to come together for Joseph. And here they become reality right before his very eyes. And I can only imagine, even in this day, the inner voice of Joseph is screaming inside of him. The urge to tell his family and to scream out to his brothers, "I told you so!" was overwhelming. And yet he's able to move beyond retribution to reconciliation. And if you've ever dealt with the fallout, the damage, the brokenness in relationships, child favoritism or sibling rivalry, fighting to know what the heartache and the pain is like, you know the answer to that question is really hard to come to terms with. Is it going to be retribution or reconciliation? That question drives the entire encounter. Pick it up in verse 8. So Joseph says, "You know, it's not you who sent me here, but God. He has made me a father to Pharaoh and lord of all his house and ruler over all the land of Egypt. Hurry up, go tell my father and say to him, 'Thus says your son Joseph, God has made me lord of all of Egypt. Come down to me. Do not wait. Don't hang out. Come quickly. You'll dwell in the land of Goshen,'" that's the best of Egypt, "'and you'll be near me, and you and your children and your children's children, generations, and your flocks and your herds and all that you have. There in Goshen I will provide for you, for there are yet 5 years of famine to come, so that you and your household and all that you have do not come to poverty. And now your eyes see, and the eyes of my brother Benjamin see, that it is my mouth that speaks to you." You see an Egyptian? You see someone that doesn't, but you know my voice. My brother knows my voice. It's me. "You must tell my father of all my honor in Egypt and of all that you have seen." It's no longer the snotty-nosed brother. This is no longer see. This is now look and see what God has done. Hurry, bring Dad here. And then he fell on his brother Benjamin's neck and he wept. And Benjamin wept on his neck. And they hugged and they kissed his brothers and they wept on each other. And after that, they had a party. They hung out. What a beautiful healing. But I got to say, the healing for Joseph took place before this day ever began. The healing began when he was able and willing to see God at work, even in the dungeon. The healing of the brokenness between the brothers began with the decision before they entered the same room together. And healing brought an uncontainable joy that echoed throughout the whole palace as tears streamed down the faces of all of them. Healing brought a reunion that was only possible because Joseph chose to see God at work, even in the undeserved, and there are those undeserved hard experiences, and then chose reconciliation over retribution. And it wasn't just in the room. When the report was heard in Pharaoh's house, "Joseph's brothers have come," it pleased Pharaoh and his servants. And Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Hey, say to your brothers, guys, do this. Load your beasts with food, with grain, and go back to the land of Canaan. Grab Dad and all of your households and come back here to me, and I will give you the best of the land of Egypt, and you will eat of the fat of the land. And you, Joseph, are not encouraged, commanded. Tell this to your brothers. He has commanded, say this, do this, take wagons, empty wagons from the land of Egypt, so that you can load your little ones and your wives and bring your father and come and live among us. Have no concern for your goods, for the best of all of the land of Egypt is yours." And no one in Canaan around the hole years ago would have imagined this scenario. But God. News reaches the ears of Pharaoh, and the unexplainable takes place. The entire family is not only rescued from the famine, but they are given, no, not given, rather ordered to inhabit the best that the land of Egypt has for them. That's pretty incredible. Now, that's not all the story. We're going to fast forward. They all come, they all settle, they live for a season of time, and Jacob dies. And as with brokenness, healing takes place in stages. Reconciliation has to be made again and again and again because trust has been broken. But we see that reconciliation needs to happen again between the brothers at the death of Jacob. We go to chapter 50, 5 chapters later. When Joseph's brothers saw that their father was dead, they said, "Oh, boys, it may be that Joseph will hate us," which means, hey guys, maybe Joseph has only been hanging on because Dad's around. Now that Dad's gone, maybe now he will pay us back for all the evil that we did to him. Though they sent a messenger. They didn't go face to face. They sent, "Hey, you, go on our behalf and talk to our brother. Your father gave us this command before he died. Say to Joseph, please forgive the transgression of your brothers and their sin because they did evil to you. And now please forgive the transgression of the servants of the God of your father, Jacob." And Joseph wept. And his brothers came and they fell down before him and said, "Behold, we are your servants." But Joseph said to them, "Do not fear, for am I in the place of God? Don't fear me, fear God. God has brought this all together. As for you, you meant it evil against me, but God meant it for good, to bring about that many people should be kept alive as they are today. So do not fear. I will continue to provide for you and your little ones." And thus he comforted them, and he spoke kindly to them. Even with the reconciliation years behind them, the seed of doubt was ever present with Joseph's brothers. Was this real? Was Joseph only holding on because of Jacob? Man, is the hammer now going to fall? Doubt still lingered in the shadows. They needed repeated affirmation. They needed to hear and experience once again the miraculous work of God in their family, that God had made beauty out of ashes. And for you today, I don't know where you're at, but I know many of you have experienced something like this, and family is hard, and it hurts, and it's broken, and it has pain. And our question, or our fear, or our doubt is, what can God do with the broken mess, the hurtful words, the bad choices that make up my family history and experience? Well, God promises this, though he does it later. I think it applies across the board. In the middle of a prophetic proclamation of the Messiah, Isaiah 61, Isaiah writes this promise from God. "I will give them a beautiful headdress instead of ashes, the oil of gladness instead of mourning, the garment of praise instead of a faint spirit." And we get to see in the story of Joseph that though his brothers meant evil, now, deserved or not, he was the snot-nosed little brother, favored little brother. But what they meant as evil, God takes and walks with Joseph. And I can guarantee you there are times, there are seasons, there are years in Joseph's life where he is like, is God here? Is God anywhere? Did God stay in Canaan with my dad? I used to be the favored, now I'm a servant. I used to be favored, now I'm a prisoner. And for years he sat in prison and baked bread in the heat of the day, in the heat of Egypt. Alone. But God was still there. And you have to hear in this story that God is still with you in your brokenness of your family, in the hurt of your family, in the pain of your family. And though you may have been cast out or discarded, God is with you. And he may be quiet for seasons, but he is with you. And when you cry, he cries. And when you hurt, God hurts. When you feel pain, God feels pain. And God wants to take the ashes of your family life and paint a beautiful picture out of them. It requires. That's how we're going to end Joseph's story. For Joseph and for us, beauty to ashes required some things. And it will require of us. It will require that we see God in every circumstance. The good, the bad, the hard, the unjust. And I know some of you have experienced the good, the bad, the hard, the unjust. And God may have been quiet. God may right now be being quiet in this season of your life. But he has not left. God is beside you all the time. Beauty to ashes required admitting the family brokenness. Somewhere in the dungeons, Joseph had to admit, I was favored. And that damaged my family. That caused me to have an arrogance and an air about me that caused me to be hated by my brothers. And maybe there is a family thing that you need to speak. Maybe not to anybody else. Maybe. But somewhere in the quiet, alone by yourself, you need to speak it out loud so that God can begin to move you. Because God's going to have to move you to this next step that we don't like very much. Beauty to ashes also requires forgiving the past. We talk about forgiveness often. I mean, if you're with us for a while, you're like, oh, Craig, forgiveness again, good grief. Yeah. Again, Jesus says 70 times 7. Which means again and again and again and again. Because it is a stronghold that hampers our ability to move beyond the past, to move beyond the hurt, to move beyond the pain, and to begin to look for the beautiful work that God wants to paint out of the ashes of your life. So Joseph had to see God even in prison. He had to admit what was going on in his family, the brokenness. He had to forgive his brothers. And only then could he choose reconciliation over retribution. God wants you to choose that with your family because God's chosen that with you and with me. How many of us deserve retribution with God? How many of us deserve the cross? And Jesus takes it. But what does God give us? Jesus and reconciliation. And part of the beauty that God wants to create in your family is reconciliation so that he can paint something different than what you've experienced in the past. Now, there's a whole lot there that we're not going to have time to unpack today. If you want to, man, come see me. I'd love to talk that. And then, and last, he had to embrace the new opportunity. The new opportunity that comes as God is working to make something beautiful out of the ashes of your brokenness. See, it's easy for us to follow patterns, and we don't like it, but it's what we know and are comfortable with. And it's why Paul says, oh, I hate this sin that I keep living in. Man, I don't want to sin anymore, but I continue to sin. Why is it? It's because it's what's known, it's what's comfortable. I don't like this pattern. I don't like what I've fallen into, but it's what I know. And God says, when you can go through this process and you can see that I am here and admit some things and forgive and choose reconciliation, then I can begin to paint something different. I can begin to help you embrace a newness, a new life, new decisions, new choices, new behaviors. And over the next 8 weeks, we'll see similar versions of this played out in the stories of the Bible, of the families of the Bible. God is at work through and sometimes in spite of the bad and the ugly of family circumstances. And we're going to discover the family brokenness that God is able to overcome. A decision or an action will move a person into a position to be used by God. And a picture of beauty and God's grace will be painted from the ashes of chaos, sin, and brokenness. I think most of us sit in one of three places today. Some of you have already been on the journey in your own lives. You've been on the Joseph journey. There was damage in your family, and you've worked through that, and you've given forgiveness. You've brought reconciliation, and you sit on the other side in a new path, and it's beautiful. And every week you're going to be reminded of the blessing and the grace of God that you have come to experience, and consider how you can honor even more and serve God even more with the gift of reconciliation, with the gift of beauty to ashes that you've been given. Some of you are in the midst of the journey as we sit here today. I hope you'll be encouraged to stay the course, to continue the journey from brokenness to healing, because it's not easy. It's hard. And sometimes you're going to feel like, God, where have you been? He is right there. He is with you. Over the next few weeks, hopefully you'll get to see that God is walking with you even through the hard times, the unexpected, the unfair, and wants to bring you to healing. And some of you need to see God at work in spite of. You're here and you've experienced brokenness and damage, and maybe you've never believed that there is something different, that there can be reconciliation, that there can be a beauty that comes out of the brokenness of my family. And you're going to get to see over and over for the next 8 weeks God bringing beauty out of ashes. And I hope you'll find the courage to take the first step in healing in the journey of the miraculous, watching God paint a picture of beauty from the ashes of your own family experience. And come on the journey with us. Be here and join us. Take some time today to reflect, to give thanks, to recognize God. We do that in a very practical way at Mountain View every week. We take communion. There's a table here on the sides up in the balcony. It's got 2 cups, a cup of juice underneath the bread. It's to remember that God made the first reconciliation for us spiritually. God stepped into the middle of the ashes of humanity, and He gave us Jesus. And Jesus took our place, what we rightfully deserved, and offered forever to us. And so we pause every week to give thanks for that. In the midst of that, somewhere, maybe you might take some time to give thanks that God, you have faithfully brought me on this journey of my family. Or maybe to ponder, God, and here I am in the middle of it, and it feels like it's stalled out. Is there movement still? Are you still there? or maybe it's for the first time. Say, I don't want to stay stuck in this. I want to believe that God's going to bring something beautiful out of the mess of my family. And you can begin to pray today that God would start you on the journey. Go ahead and go. Take communion. Pray. I'll close this in prayer in a couple minutes. God, thanks for your presence this morning. God, thankful that you are patient with us. I'm thankful that you want to use us for the purposes of your kingdom, that you want to affect life change in us and use us to affect life change in the world around us. Today, I know that means that some of us have some family struggles, some family issues, some family hurt that we need to begin to work through, begin to surrender to you, begin to allow you to heal so that you can bring a beautiful thing out of it. God, for the folks in the room that have already experienced that, man, we celebrate today and are thankful that you have been faithful to that. For those in the midst, God, today would you be very real, very present. God, I pray they would even specifically feel your spirit as they walk through the struggle of reconciliation, of forgiveness. God, for those here today who've not started the journey, who have thought, man, I just come from a broken family and that's just my lot in life, and I don't even think I'm any good for anything. God, I pray that over the next 8 weeks, they would find the hope that you want to give every one of us through Jesus. They would begin to see that, God, you desire very much to use them in spite of, and even over the healing of their brokenness in their family. And that there is a beautiful picture that you are painting for them and for their family and for the good of the community around them, to see that, God, you love us abundantly and beyond what we could imagine, and want to bring hope and healing, reconciliation to our lives. In the name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
Great is thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not, thy compassions, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever wilt be. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Pardon for sin and a peace that endureth, thy own dear presence to cheer and to guide, strength for today and bright hope for tomorrow, blessings all mine with 10,000 beside. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. You are good, good. Oh, 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 let the King of my heart be the mountain where I run, the fountain I drink from. Oh, he is my song. And let the King of my heart be the shadow where I hide, the rain You are good, good. Oh, 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 let the King of my heart be the wind inside my sails, the anchor in the waves. Oh, he is my song. Let the King of my heart be the fire inside my veins, the echo of my days. Oh, he is my song. Let the King of my heart be the wind inside my sails, the anchor in the waves. Oh, he is my song. Let the King of my heart be the fire inside my veins, the echo of my days. Oh, he is my song. And you are good, you're good. Oh, 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 you're never gonna let me down. 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 'Cause you are good, you're good. Oh, you are good, you're good. Oh, you are good, you're good. Oh, you are good, you're good. Oh. Night is holding on to me. God is holding on. When the night is holding on to me, God is holding on.
Jesus, thank you for your story of redemption in our lives. If we're still waiting on that story of redemption, God, we come expectant of the work that you are going to do, the work that only you can do. We pray that you allow us to see you in every circumstance as we go through every moment of every day, God, that we can be open to your movements and show us where we can partner with you and work through us, God. Thank you, Jesus. We love you. Whew. Guys, it has been a really great time with you this morning. We just want to invite you one more time to that National Day of Prayer that's happening on Thursday. We get to partner with River Hills one more time. Again, this is not the last time we're going to partner with them. But Thursday at 6 o'clock, meet in the Main City Square, the Main City Park Pavilion. That's what it's called. And just an encouragement, because this is not something that we're only doing here today. This is actually something that's happening national, so it's everywhere. And we are partnering with the Capital C Church in the world. So it's a pretty exciting thing. And so if you are new here, we would love to meet you. And so take your Connect card over to the Next Step station in the foyer. And for everyone else, we'll see you on Thursday and then see you again on Sunday. Have a great day.
Sometimes on this journey, I get lost in my mistakes. What looks to me like weakness is a canvas for your strength. And my story isn't over, my story's just begun. And failure won't define me, 'cause that's what my Father does. Yeah, failure won't define me, 'cause that's what my Father does.